A thread by Soul War. What happened last night? Did Trump win? Did Biden steal it? The Democrats' swing states stopped counting and went home the moment they realized that Trump had won. All of them. At once. Planned. They did the most harmful and divisive thing possible. And it won't matter. Trump won. Democrats will now find, quote unquote, hundreds of thousands of ballots to flip those states in a blatant, dishonest power play. Democrats are going for it and will flip those states unless prevented. Well, listen to President Trump. He's going to prevent them. He has SCOTUS, the Supreme Court, the Department of Justice, and now the gloves come off. He won last night and will be vindicated after a period of heretofore unseen levels of fear porn that will be vomited out by the left. The timetable is unclear. But hear me clearly here. The outcome isn't in doubt. Trump's late night address to Americans was specific and clear. Take what he says as gospel. Really listen to what he said. Quote, "They knew they couldn't win, so let's take it to court." As they desperately try to find, quote unquote, enough ballots a la 2018. But it cannot succeed. Reason one, election day is over. Late found ballots won't be admissible. Repeated attempts to extend ballot acceptance were shot down in court, enraging the Democrats and limiting their options to cheat. So they've gone big and bold, openly and defiantly cheating to steal the election. President Trump, this is a fraud on the American public. Moments later, frankly, we did win this election. He is making his case to the American voter that he is going to protect your vote and the integrity of the American election system without reservation. He is pissed. Reason two, SCOTUS has been recovered from judicial activism, and this was another avenue of opportunity to cheat that President Trump closed off by Justice Barrett's speedy confirmation. So now the radical left and the very rich and very stupid people driving all this do a Hail Mary. President Trump, so we'll be going to the US Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. This is key. Voter suppression, Democrats will scream, who are perpetrating an unprecedented fraud on the American voter. As my brother Brian Cates has said, they are all in on this. The mainstream media and big tech are as well. They will be vomiting fear porn at you from everywhere in the coming days. Their play is to try and force Trump to concede, to back off, to let them have it. It's not real. Election day is over. SCOTUS will back the president and election law. All the found and late ballots in the world won't rise to the level of a beer fart because SCOTUS will see they are not added to the legitimate votes you or I cast on or prior to November 3rd. To ensure election integrity, the Democrats are screwed, blued, and tattooed. No, we're not, they'll scream at us from every TV or device. Give in, let us have it because reasons. As they trot out liar after liar, playing for time, and they'll get time right up until SCOTUS shuts them down decisively. What they're doing is unconscionable. Did I mention that President Trump is pissed? The Democrats are going to regret doing this bigly. They froze President Trump's election night victory and are now demanding he bend over and allow them to steal the election. Fat fucking chance, boyos. Trump's coming for them. The election, as frozen, will stand. President Trump had wide and, in some states, crushing margins of victory. Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina will all be certified for President Trump. The Democrats will howl. Hell, they've been howling since 2016. I'm used to it. Oh, and the Democrats will continue to ballot harvest illegally right up until the moment the Supreme Court forces them to stop and throws out all of their shenanigans tainted late ballots. This is what will play out in the coming days as they hurl fear and doubt at you from all directions. I've had my fill of their mind poison. How about you? Trust President Trump. He's planned for every contingency. The Democrats' ballot harvesting is DOA. Their arrogance is meaningless ritual at this point. 4 more years. I'd hoped for a mandate, but I'll take the win. Watch what Trump does in the next few critical days. Don't listen to anyone but him and his certified spokesperson. When he or they speak or release a statement, really reflect on it. He has had our back from day one. It'd be great if genuine Trump supporters had his for a change. The Democrats are going to openly and blatantly try to steal the election right in front of us, the same way they indoctrinated our kids in their schools. Let's support our president as he begins to really make them pay for what they're doing. Buck up. We've told you for years, this is all or nothing. A binary equation. Total victory or total defeat. Did you think those in bed with the Chinese Communist Party and the cartels were just going to stand there and say, ho hum, well, we gave it the old college try, off to prison then? This has been a war. To those of you who are just now realizing this, welcome to the party, pal. The Democrats are being Democrats. President Trump has been handily whipping them for years and is growing stronger. Those looking for the easy button or wanting to fast forward to the end of the movie are not serious people either. I'm not here to comfort you. Happy warriors don't need that. I'm here to rattle cages and wake you up. What President Trump is doing cannot be undone no matter how hard the left tries. The awakened are here with more awakening every single day. Don't be afraid. Don't allow people who hate you to control your emotions. I warned of this time over a year ago. Here it is again, link in the thread. I am saddened by what happened last night, but not surprised. Just like our president, he's going to whip them soundly. Carry on. These threads are now Brent Cates' only source of income. To donate any amount, go to paypal.me/Brent Cates. Also, the Americana Rising Teespring store is available. Link in the thread. Thanks for listening.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.